father took his son alone to his room. He tried to pull down his pants. The son held on to them, but the father saw it. He had 2 long scars on his legs from the swimming instructor. The father's reaction ranged from shock to anger, but the son rushed to apologize. He said it was all his fault. The father didn't know why his son was so scared, but when he saw the look in his wife's eyes, he realized in an instant it was all his wife's fault. The father was furious and wanted to take the trainer to task, but his wife tried to stop him. In order for her son to win the swimming championship, even if he was beaten, she was willing to do anything. The father was so angry he couldn't speak. He went to the swimming coach alone in the middle of the night. Seeing the coach's smug expression, he wanted to punch him in the face, but he didn't. Instead, he gave the coach a sum of money. He told him not to beat his son again, otherwise he'd write a story about it and expose it to the whole country. For the money, the coach agreed to his father's request, but he didn't take his words seriously. The next day during training, he was still going to punish Carl physically, with his father's support. Carl didn't wait to be beaten this time. He ran away when the coach wasn't looking. The coach was chasing after him, but Carl got away. He ran all the way to his father's company. The moment he saw his dad, he couldn't hold back his emotions any longer. He loved swimming, but now he doesn't like it at all. It's not because of the coach, it's because of his mom. When his mom found out he was beaten, he wanted his mom to stand up for him, but she didn't even say a word of concern. He wanted to talk to his mom, but he never expected mom's reaction would be so emotional. From this day on, mom never spoke to Carl again. She stopped picking him up from school. She focused all her energy on her youngest son, Jack. Jack felt like a brother for the first time. It turns out it's not easy to be expected. The long period of indifference caused Carl to become withdrawn. His personality changed dramatically. His temper erupted at any time. The same thing that the coach used on him. Now he's using it on his brother. He doesn't know why he became like this. He had no place to vent his frustration, so he sneaks to the swimming pool in the middle of the night. Only when he swam, he could find a trace of happiness, but that little bit of happiness was taken away from him in no time. The duty officer found him and immediately told him to call his parents. When his mom came to pick him up, he saw the look in her eyes. He felt so helpless for the first time. He still compromised and asked, "Mom, if I get first place in swimming, will you be as happy as before?" Mom didn't answer, but Carl already knew the answer. He went back to the swimming instructor. He faced the coach's ridicule. Carl didn't say anything in return. All he wanted now was first place. The coach didn't teach him anything, but he told him how to train. A month later, Carl entered a national swimming competition, and he came in first, just like he wanted to. His brother was the first to run up to him and ask, "How does it feel to be in first place?" He didn't answer that question, but he had already answered the question.